Computers crossed human levels 25 years ago.
In chess.
In chess. And I would say almost permanently within 2 years after that. So by 97, computers started to beat us consistently. By 2000, computers beat us every single game. And slowly, first it took strong computers in someone's office, then it became your laptop, then it became a weaker laptop, it went on. And now any phone you bought in the last 5 years is stronger than any human being by a lot. So, and soon it will be your fridge and your washing machine will also beat us. The hell with it. But the thing with artificial intelligence is it looks at the game of chess. In fact, the key insight they had was not the AI technique of putting a data set in and thing, because anytime you put a data set in, you are implicitly transferring some bias. So what they did with the first AI thing was they taught it the rules of chess. So they entered the rules of chess. Obviously, that is a necessary thing. But then nothing more. They told the computer, now that you know the rules of chess, play games with yourself for the next month. So it played 44 million games with itself. So our trick is to convert these insights into something we can use, into language. I think you have to stop it when you plug it into something else that it operates. So you learn, fine, as long as somebody can pull a plug, I don't mind.
First, the obvious thing is learning. It's a good teacher, varieties of ways in which it teaches you. And I see it with our own schools of learning. Kids, they are always on ChatGPT asking, how does this work? How does that work? And it's telling them. Excellent. And they say, do you want more examples?
Yes.
Or do you want different examples? That way they are learning, right? That's one. And then there's this, in a similar way, there's a company out of IIT Madras called Skillvary. Skillvary is a company that is doing welding, all of that, using those goggles. It's a very good use for it, where you wear those the augmented reality things, and then you are learning skills like welding. It's giving you feedback. Is your weld quality good? All of that. So that's an excellent way to build skills. Whether it's whether electrician or any of these skills, plumbing, you can actually teach it using this AR. And that's a company that's doing it out of Chennai. So a lot of these, I think, are learning, again, capability building. That's how I see the first step. Then there's a question of, will AI take away, automate everything? Right? That's a critical question that comes up. I always say it this way. We don't complain air is free to breathe. Right? And if something is so highly automated, naturally prices will go down. That's the whole point of automated manufacturing, right? Correct. At that point, it's always universally observed, the value of that thing highly automated shrinks as a percentage of economic activity. Other things grow around it. Nice. So it becomes a platform on which to build other stuff.
So what would be other opportunities within AI for rural youth?
So that's why I said the skill building is one. The second is, now you are the rural youth working with, say, a German customer on some implementation of something. Now through this, the AI is telling them some nuances they may have missed. It's not searchable, but these AI systems capture some of these. So they may be able to deliver a better quality of work through this. How to design this, what do German customers like? Those types of ideas. You can ask very unstructured questions. You ask 2 or 3 different AIs, you cross-check all this, you get knowledge. Recently, for example, I was asking about Carnatic music. I went to Google Gemini, I went to ChatGPT, I went to DeepSeek, I went to Perplexity. I posed similar questions. So that's why I'm saying there's a very good, that skill development can be accelerated. And then it creates opportunities economically where you can work closely with customers, and the translations, all of that can be more automated. So that's why I think I am an optimist in this.
We will be able to allow AI in music just as much as we will be able to allow AI in our lives. It's a simple thing. जितकं AI आपल्या आयुष्यात आलंय, तितकंच AI आपल्या म्युझिकमध्ये येणार. आता ते कुठे येणार? पहिल्यांदा ते तिथे येणार जिथे पैसे त्यातनं होतील, राईट? पीपल आर गोइंग टू पुट मनी वेअर इट्स अ गुड बिझनेस. सो इफ यू आस्क मी, एलिव्हेटरमध्ये जे म्युझिक असतं, स्टॉक म्युझिक फॉर quick references. It can all be AI. Background scenes. Because of the models that are there, if you say, and these are only going to become better and better and better, की एखाद्या सीनचा माझा असा सीन आहे, if I feed that entire script and say की मला ह्याचं बॅकग्राऊंड केलं, तर त्याच्याकडे हजारो म्युझिक बॅकग्राऊंड्स असतील, हजारो सिनेमांचे आत्तापर्यंत, त्यापैकी टॉप मोस्ट इफेक्टिव्ह सिनेमे आणि बॅकग्राऊंड त्यांनी पिक केलं, त्या ह्याच्या फॅब्रिकप्रमाणे इमोशनल काय कन्वे करायचं केलं, तो बरंच करेल. मला नाही वाटत वाईट करेल. How much should we allow? I think it's a very subjective call.
And with artificial intelligence, the rate of that change is just exponential.
Absolutely. With for example, 3D printing has done saved a lot of time in innovating new parts for Formula One racing, and
We saw in the Brad Pitt movie, 3D printed sort of thing gave the advantage
it is
for aerodynamics.
Yes, it is. These are all real factual scenarios that are going on. There is a autonomous championship, racing championship that has been created by, I think, the government of Abu Dhabi. Right now, it is much more, very in its infancy, and it keeps crashing, and it's the driver element looks like it can never be taken away. But then you never say never in this AI world. And
AI world, people are using AI for music, and at the end of the day, what I think is that that's my personal view. Authenticity will prevail.
Right.
I think people want flesh and blood.
Yeah.
They want inspiration from Narain Karthikeyan and not an AI avatar or a driverless car. It's an engineering marvel, surely, but it can do only so much to a human being.
I would hope so. But the world is changing so quickly.
Yeah.